Hello everyone, this is Positive Vibes and I hope all of you are having a nice day today. If you're just now joining the channel for the first time, welcome, and a quick overview. All we do here is we just go over the good things that happened in our day, the good stories and the good events that brought a smile to our face, and we just share it with each other to show everyone that good things do happen all around us and try to make our days a little bit better. We don't focus on the big things so much as we focus on the small things, the things that often get forgotten about in a day. And if you have something that happened in your day that you would like to share, we would love to hear about it. With that being said, thank you all for everyone that has joined for me in this video today. I'm going to try to stop stumbling over my words now. I got about 5 things that happened to me today that I really appreciated and I want to share with you. Well, it's more like 4 things happened with me and 1 thing for my wife. And what happened was I'm going to talk about how the compliments I usually give out in the mornings whenever I'm screening patients. I usually talk to you guys and explain that I do give those out to try and make people's days a little bit better, but I realized last night that I don't really give a whole lot of detail besides that. So I figured I'd actually keep an eye out for some compliments I gave out today that really kind of stuck with me and just share it with you guys. Another has to do with the famous and legendary Alabama coach Bear Bryant in college football, which some of you are familiar with and some of you are not. And what some information I found out about him today that I was not aware of that brought a little bit of a smile to my face. Also, I got some compliments to my long hair, which I have enjoyed for several years, but haven't really talked to you guys about before, so I'm going to gush about my hair a little bit. I hope you guys don't mind. And then the big event for today, my wife and I got to take a shot at making some Panda Express food here at home today. It was a learning experience for both of us and it turned out okay, but if you can't tell, it's a little bit hazy in here right now from smoke. And that should probably tell you a lot there in and of itself. And as for my wife, she got to enjoy a day off that I was not a part of because Martin Luther King Jr. Day affects us in different ways. With that being said, I'll stop with a long-winded introduction and I'll get started. So, like I said before, compliments, I usually give them out with patients that I see early in the morning whenever I'm screening them just to try and bring a smile to their face. If you're just now joining, I try to do this with every patient I see. I try to identify something on them that seems to stand out, and I try to pay a little bit of a compliment. Some people will try a lot and there's a lot to choose, and other people don't really try and it's hard to pick something out. But I try to do this for everyone. The reason why is because people do put some thought into their appearances, and just trying to recognize that, it always gets a little bit of a smile and maybe a story if things go well. So rather than just like talk about how I gave out some more compliments today, I thought I'd actually share some of the compliments that stuck with me. And it actually has to do with 2 items. The first of which was the first patient I saw today. Man came in with some gator skin boots, which I saw after I looked him up and down while taking his temperature, looking for what I was going to compliment him about. Everything else was kind of usual, kind of plain, so I was having a little bit of tough time. But then I saw the gator skin boots, and I usually do not see boots just like that. And I wasn't too sure at first, but then I looked closely at the texture and it reminded me of the scales on the back of gators. I think it's called scales. I used to do an anatomy class for animals, so you'd think I would know that. It's been a few years. Anyways, that's what it looked like to me, and it looked good, so I went ahead and paid them a compliment. A lot of people don't really realize that compliments can go down to the shoes as well, even for men. So I kind of caught him off guard, but he kind of smiled a bit, said thank you, and went on his merry way. And no special interaction there, but that's okay. Just wanted to tell you guys about a cool item I saw on him, so that was pretty neat. In addition to that, I had another patient come in with his wife, and he was wearing a blue cactus mask, which I enjoy specifically because in the time of the pandemic, I do enjoy when people get a bit creative and stylish with the masks that they wear. Don't wear anything plain. I feel like it has a lot more personality to it. And I also appreciate it because if you can tell from the hanging succulents back here over my head, we kind of like cacti in this house. We even have one sitting outside that we see every day. We call it Steve. And we have some more succulent decorations around the house. So we like our succulents around here. So I appreciated the blue cactus mask. So that does it for all the compliments that really stuck out to me today. Something else that I kind of really just like smiled about when I learned about it was when the doctor and I were seeing a certain patient, and you could tell he was an Alabama Crimson Tide fan based off his hat, because it was an Alabama Crimson Tide hat. And my doctor and him got to talking about it, and he started talking about Bear Bryant and how Bear Bryant was originally from Arkansas, which is where I'm from. And I didn't originally know this about Bear Bryant, but it kind of brought a little smile to my face knowing that there are some famous people that do come from that state. So it just like brought a little bit of a smile to my face. Maybe I'll amount to something in the future, right? And yeah, that's all that there is to say there. I did actually learn from this guy that the reason why Bear Bryant got his name is because he wrestled a black bear at a fair in Arkansas. And I don't know if he won or not, but because he wrestled the bear, they just started calling him Bear. So that's pretty interesting. I don't think I would do that, and I don't know many people that would. And disclaimer, if you think wrestling a bear to earn a nickname is a good idea, probably don't do that. Alright, so now I'm going to move on before I put any ideas into people's heads. I actually got a few compliments on my long hair today. I actually kind of get some every day, but it's one of those things that I just like kind of cherish to myself whenever I'm listening to it. But I decided to kind of share it with you a bit because my long hair is actually a great source of pride for me. I started growing it out a few years ago, and I've only cut it like 2 or 3 times since then, just to keep the length pretty manageable. The reason why I grow it out is because one, I like the look, and two, I have been taught from an early age that if your father is bald and if your mom's father is bald, you're going to go bald. And I fit that criteria, so I'm trying to enjoy my hair now while I can before it all falls out. And I do my best to take care of it, and I actually get a lot of patients that recognize how much I take care of it and give me compliments. Which is kind of surprising because since most of the patients with cardiology tend to be a bit older, you would think that they would be a little bit more would tend to shy away from men with long hair, but I actually get more compliments than shuns when it comes to my long hair. So it's actually been pretty surprising and pretty pleasant as well. So I appreciated some compliments I got today, and yeah, I thought I'd share it with you guys. If you want to try experimenting with your hair, I say go for it. You may end up doing something crazy. As long as you like it, that's what you want. That's what you want to happen with it, right? You want something that's going to make you happy, and if it makes you happy, hopefully it'll make other people happy too. And enough rambling about my hair. I'll try not to talk about it anymore. The big event for today was we cooked some Panda Express food at home, and it's something my wife and I had been planning the past few days, but just kind of kept pushing off. But we found a video on TikTok that showed a homemade recipe for honey walnut shrimp for Panda Express, so we decided to give that a shot. In addition, we tried to make some orange chicken as well, so we fried that all up. We did two separate fry stations: the orange chicken in an air fryer, and a honey walnut shrimp and a pool of hot oil. And it kind of was, the hot oil was a bit of a disaster and how there was smoke everywhere, and hot oil tends to pop. I used to work in fast food, so you'd think I would know this, but I apparently forgot over the years. And it all came out pretty all right, but we've decided that we need to tweak some things so that we don't risk a grease fire in the future. So we're glad that we enjoyed it. It's something we're going to try out in the future. If you like to cook, it's always then you know how much fun it is to experiment. So we got to enjoy our little experiment today, and that's brought a smile to both of our faces. So that does it for all my good things today. Good thing that happened for my wife. She got to enjoy the third day to her weekend before this long week ahead. And I am very happy for her because she deserves it. She works very hard for the university. And even though I wish I could have been home here as well, she does have a long and hard week prepared for her that will include her to work extra hard on certain days. So I'm wishing her luck for the rest of the week, and I know that today was probably very important for her to get her ready for that week. So good luck to my wife. I know she can do it, and know it's going to be a tough week. With all that being said, that actually does it for all my good things today. If you guys had any good things that happened for you today, I would love to hear about it down in the comments section below. And I'm sure that anyone that comes across these videos would love to hear about it as well. As I've been trying to say, all of this works whenever we get a community started that is willing to share the good things that happen with all of us. It doesn't just work if it's just me or a few people. So if you have something that you are willing to share, doesn't matter how big or small, I would love to hear about it. And if not, then at the very least, just try to take something positive away from these videos, because we want to share kindness and good things with everyone that comes across these videos. So if you can take at least one thing away, then I'll be happy with that. Anyways, that does it for everything here today. I'm going to stop rambling. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep up with everything here, just be sure to try and subscribe so you can keep up with future videos. And if not, just check in periodically. This is kind of a come and go environment, and we are happy to see you at any point. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Positive Vibes, and I hope all of you have a nice rest of your day. Goodbye.